Hey there. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to aim down sights in a shooter. We'll be using AI for all the coding, so we'll do this pretty fast. What's even better is you already got a setup project right here. So you got your gun, you got some targets that are on. So go to the link in the description, open this game, and you can hit the remix button here to make your own version of the shooting. One last thing. You don't know, you gotta click the screen and then it'll allow you in. Alright, so the first thing we'll work on is finding a good spot for our gun whenever it's an ADS, aim down sight. So, normally you'd move the gun up and a bit closer to the camera. So what we could tell Rosie is, let's create a new position for the gun when it's aimed down sight. We'll need a way to see those changes from being in the default position to ADS. So you could say update the gun to instantly move between the default spot and the ADS spot with a button. So that could be anything. What will work for me is with the middle mouse button. You can click the mouse wheel. Okay, let's check this out. Click the button. Yeah, this is a pretty spot for me. So, some things stand out. There's no zoom and there's no smooth transition. Yeah, so this doesn't look like an ADS without the zoom. Let's say add a setting to instantly zoom the camera when aimed on sight. That's a lot more like ABS. But now the gun is so low and it's kind of getting on the nerves. Alright, so what if you want to change the settings? Where would you even start? Well, asking Rosie to do it with text can be really slow. The easiest way you can do it is make a setting that helps you see the changes during the game. So there's already this thing where I can click the number 2 and my speed of the mouse goes way faster. Oh my goodness, right? And it's really helpful for finding the change you want. Let's do that with the settings for the gun, particularly when it's an ADS. So you could say, create a simple menu for changing the ADS settings during the game. We'll need ways to use this menu. What would be great is a list of sliders and text boxes. And where would it be? Well, it should be out of the way of the gun, right? So I'll say, place it at the bottom left of the screen. So what happens whenever we use this menu and we don't want to use it anymore, though? So we might want a way to hide it. And I'll say, add a key you can use to show or hide the menu with, I don't know, it's up to Rosie. Okay, so now we have a menu. Let's try it out. If I click on aim down sights, then click M to show the menu. There it is. Oh. So if I move the cursor during the game, it's gonna move the gun. So to get the cursor out of there, hit escape. Then we can go to the settings menu. Let's just zoom it in. Right. The menu is not working. Oh, okay. So that's odd. I'm gonna ask Rosie how to fix that. So let's say for some reason the ADS settings are not being when changed, are not being applied to the gun during the game. And then I'm not sure why, and maybe Rosebud knows, so I'll say, what could be preventing those changes from happening? And how do we fix it? Okay, so Rosie's saying that whenever we change these settings, it changes the settings in our game's code, but the gun is not using those new settings. It's still using the old settings. So all we gotta say is, like what Rosie said, add a way to update the gun settings based on those settings that changed. That is confusing. Okay. So then what we need is make the gun model in the game change based on the gun settings. Alright, so now the gun should react to the changes in the menu. So I click it, aim down sight so we can see those changes. Click M to bring up the menu. Use my cursor, click escape. Now, zoom in. Oh, it works. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, and then what's gonna be really cool is whenever I bring the gun up a bit, yeah, and then bring it back a bit. Wait, there it is. Yeah, okay, and then let's hide it. That looks awesome. Huh. Yeah, I feel like I can't doubt. Okay. Oh, there's one more thing we should try. Is if I aim down sight, it has great settings, and if I reach out, what happens? Or do we keep them or not? Okay, so my settings got saved. And what that means is Rosie made a feature in our game that makes changes to the gun settings carry over between, refreshes to the web page. And maybe that hasn't happened for you, and you should definitely ask Rosie to do that. The reason why is because if you didn't, then every single time they make some cool changes, you'd have to go here and tell Rosie to save them. Like, FOV 45 to X0Y. It's gonna take forever, right? That's not what this is about. So let's finish up our gun. Aiming down the sights instantly like this is kind of looks weird. That's okay. Let's fix it. We could tell Rosie, create a transition animation for toggling aim down sight. And so how fast would that happen? I say really fast. So in about a quarter second, the gun should swap the position and then zoom from default to ADS or back. Let's check this out. It looks so smooth. Bang. Bang. This is great. So that's about everything for this tutorial. You learned a lot. We started by, moving the gun to the right spot. And for aim down sight. Then we learned to make this menu quick and bring it up. To change the settings of your awesome gun during the game. So handy. And of course, this very smooth animation. So, thank you for following along on Rosebud. If you have more things that you'd like to learn, then just leave it in the comments, and maybe I might just do a tutorial about it next. See ya.